MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time. Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com. And ABC and LTC Insurance Agency. ABC and LTC Insurance Agency offers clients the best competitive premiums for their insurance needs. From homeowners insurance to auto insurance to business insurance, we handle it all. Based right here in Marshfield, we find people who are looking to save on their insurance rates and make sure they are covered properly and thoroughly in the event of a claim.
Gentlemen, welcome to Marshfield High School. As I'm Tyler Pinheiro here on the mic. It's just me today on the microphone. Andrew Youngworth is busy with senior video. So shout out. In the future, I'm going to be very thankful for him when that time comes. But you got me on the mic today. You have Shayla Tran here on the camera and Ivana Osborne back in the studio. We have a little bit of fun going on here before the start of this softball match between the Marshfield Rams and the Whitman-Hanson Panthers. We got Teacher Appreciation Day, so we're getting to celebrate some of our teachers here. As here comes Mr. Weisgerber, the girls' varsity basketball coach, getting love from some of his students here who are some softball athletes. Love to see. Now we're getting some love from Miss Schreiber.
That big dude usually sets it up, I think.
And up next we have Peyton Kempton and Ms. Plumeri.
Now here's Miss Plumeri, getting some love from Peyton Kempton. Miss Plumeri out there with her little child.
Coming up next we have Carolina Ruda and Mrs. Pomela.
And now here comes Miss Pomela, being honored by the superstar pitcher Carolina Ruda, who's also a great first baseman and hitter.
Next we have Maddie Adams and Senora Bakey.
Now they're giving credit to Senora Bakey's Spanish teacher here, being honored by Maddie Adams. Never thought I'd be doing play-by-play for teacher announcements, but here we are.
And Ms. Kantarowski.
Now here's Miss Kantarowski, getting some love here from Whitaker.
And last but not least, Aubrey Finn, and Mr. Boyce.
And last but certainly not least, as you heard David Snow on the mic say, Mr. Boyce is getting some love from, getting a shout out from Aubrey Finn. Didn't want to make that sound interesting. So shout out to all the teachers that were honored here at Teacher Appreciation Day for the softball team. Now let's have a great game between the Rams and the Panthers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsor for the top of the first inning here at Marshfield High School.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. Is now the captains for both teams are exchanging lineup cards real quickly and meeting with the umpires. And in a few minutes here, we'll be right off to start off this game. Marshfield coming in strong with, I believe, an 11-2 record. And Whitman-Hanson's record I could not find online, but I believe they're having a pretty solid season. So this should be a good matchup here today from both teams. The teams have left home plate, and now, any minute now, the teams will be heading onto the field to start this game.
Let's have a day, let's have a day.
Not sure yet who's on the bump here from Marshfield. We will find that one out in a minute.
Hi guys.
But today's Whitman-Hanson lineup is going to include at leadoff Taryn Leonard, number 13, number 5, Miriam Flory, number 2, Cassidy Briggs. Number 8, Amelia Cook. Number 11, Elizabeth McNaught. Number 1, Emily McNaught. Number 20, Caitlin Hoggerty. Number 8, Ashlyn McCampbell. And number 15, Cameron Walsh. So now out here from Marshall, it does look like Sofia Blanco is going to be on the bump today. And Ava DeJoy is going to stay at first base, so we're not going to see Aruda out there at first. But we might be seeing her at DH, potentially. As if you can see back there in the outfield, we got a nice little red Corvette coming by. Shout out to Prince. As Ivana Osborne knows, Prince, one of the greatest artists of all time, produced many great hit records like 1999, Purple Rain, and Little Red Corvette. Now Blanco's getting warm up there on the mound. First time we've seen her in a while. Past couple of games we've seen Aruda, but everybody knows what Sofia Blanco can do. She's equally as dominant as her lefty teammate. Just heard a shout from the field saying number 23 loves Lord of the Flies, which is an extremely valid take. Lord of the Flies was a valid book that I read back in sophomore year. Shout out to Mr. Raymond, my sophomore English teacher. All right, and now the game's going to get started.
Leading off for Whitman-Hanson, number 13, Taryn Leonard.
Now up to bat first for Whitman-Hanson is number 13, Taryn Leonard. Blanco going to look to get her first out of the day. Here's first pitch from Blanco. That one's going to be a ball, so now we're into the game started here. First pitch from Blanco goes high. The second pitch from Blanco. That one's high too. Blanco having trouble locating here to start the game, but that's fine. Teammates are supporting her from behind. Now there's pitch number 3. That one gets smoked on a line. That's into the infield for a single. Leonard's going to reach first base safely and not going to try and go to second. Finn hits the cutoff. So now Whitman-Hanson's going to have a leadoff base runner there on the good hit from Leonard. Now coming up to bat for the Panthers, this is number 5.
Right fielder, number 5, Miriam Flory.
Here's number 5, Miriam Flory. Thank you to David Snow for saying it on the PA. Show him bunt. That one goes low. Now they have the runner in a jam. DeJoy fakes, throws it over to first base, and now throws it back. Doesn't actually get the throw back to first, so Leonard's going to stay safe there at first after she got caught up in a pickle. So Flory just tried to move her over there on the bunt, but she pulled back too late, so now she's going to be down 0-1. Now Whitman-Hanson's coach saying they love pickles. Valid take, honestly. You just got to get through them like Benny from the Sandlot. Looking like coach wants Flory to take this at-bat without trying to bunt. Now she's going to show bunt again, lay that one on the ground. Lenzillo's going to come and grab that, get the out at first. Now DeJoy thinking about what to do, but she's just going to get the ball back to Blanco. So productive out there for Flory as she moves her runner over to second base on the bunt. So now up to bat here is number 2. This is Cassidy Briggs, the DH for the Panthers. Panthers have a runner in scoring position. Now we just have to see what they're going to do with that. One out now here in the top of the first. So here comes the pitch from Blanco. That pitch is going to fall right down in for a strike. Leonard's dancing with the infield right now, playing with the idea of stealing third base here. Second pitch from Blanco goes. That ball's going to get hit on a line. That ball's going to get over the shortstop's head. Leonard's going to turn her head and go home. Throw's not going to be there in time, so Whitman-Hanson's going to get out to a 1-0 lead on the RBI single there from Briggs. Now coming up to bat for the Panthers is the cleanup hitter, number 8, Amelia Cook.
Number 8, Amelia Cook.
Cook is the catcher, so when you see a catcher batting in the cleanup spot, you know she has some power behind that swing. So now Blanco looks frustrated after giving up the early run, as that ball's going to get roped on a line. That one's going to be down into the gap. This one looks like it could be extra bases. Whitman-Hanson stretching in. She's going to stay up there at third, so that's going to be a stand-up double there for the catcher. So Whitman-Hanson seeing Blanco very well right now. Blanco, who usually can sit batters down 1, 2, 3, having a tough time getting anything past this Whitman-Hanson lineup right now. As here comes a pinch hitter in for the Panthers. That's going to be number 9, Abigail Norton, coming in. So Norton looks like she's ready to fly in case any of these balls drop in for a base hit. So Whitman-Hanson has 2 runners in scoring position here, 1 out, as the ump was saying something to Whitman-Hanson's third base coach. Not exactly sure what went on there. Now here's number 11 for Whitman-Hanson. This is McNaught batting in the 5th spot. Now, umps are still trying to get something squared away here. I'm not exactly sure what's up. Blanco trying to get a quick out here to get out of this jam she's in. That pitch is going to go inside for a strike. Good first pitch there from Blanco. Whitman-Hanson looking for contact swings here. Doesn't want any power. That one's going to get hit on a line. That one's going to go over to first base, but that's going to be a productive out there for Whitman-Hanson, as they're going to get a second run across here in the top of the first inning. So now 2 outs here for Whitman-Hanson in the top of the first inning. They're up 2-0. Now Blanco just needs 1 out to get out of this jam, but Whitman-Hanson still has a runner in scoring position out there on second base. Now stepping up to the plate, this is going to be the other McNaught, number 1. That's Norton out there contemplating on stealing third base there, but she retreats back after Blanco put a lot of velocity on that one. His second pitch, that pitch goes super foul, and that one somehow didn't hit a car, even though there's a lot of cars parked on that line right now. Looks like we got some driver's ed students running out of parallel park back there as well, so good luck to them. I know that's not easy. Blanco got a 1-1 count now. That ball is going to be low, so going to get the count 2-1. Blanco trying to get out of this jam that she's gotten herself into here. This pitch, that one's low, so that's going to be ball 3. Blanco in a 3-1 count now. Blanco just looking to find the strike zone. She looks a little rattled right now after giving up these runs. The other teammates are supporting her from the dugout, hoping she can get out of this one with minimum damage dealt. There's a pitch. That pitch gets hit on a line right over to shortstop. She bobbles it, but she picks it up. Can't get the throw there in time, so that's going to be a single there for McNaught. Crucial bobble there from Marshfield. That could have been the end of the top of the first inning there, but the inning's going to stay alive as Whitman-Hanson is about to have their 6th batter come up to the plate. This is going to... 7th batter, excuse me. This is going to be Caitlin Haggerty.
Number 20, Caitlin Haggerty.
So now Whitman-Hanson has a runner on third base and a runner on first base. Got runners on the corners. You got to assume that McNaught's going to try and swipe second base on this one. And there she goes. She's running. McIntyre hoses her, and that's going to be an out. What a dart from Sarah McIntyre to save another run and get out of the inning. Troublesome inning there from Sofia Blanco, giving up 2 runs very quickly, but now the Rams are going to come up here in the bottom of the first and see what they can do with the bat. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
And gentlemen, welcome back here to Marshfield High School, as we just saw Whitman-Hanson put up 2 very early runs here in the top of the first inning. Now Marshfield's going to look to respond after seeming a little rattled to start the game. So up to bat first, it's going to be the freshman. That is going to be, 1 second. That is going to be Madison Adams. And on the bump for Whitman-Hanson, this is going to be number 11, Elizabeth McNaught. So McNaught had an RBI in the first. McNaught had an RBI in the first inning, and now we're going to see what she can do on the mound. So now Whitman-Hanson's going to get a quick mound visit in before this at-bat starts.
Now batting center fielder, number 3, Maddie Adams.
So now here comes the first pitch here. Pitch goes in. Adams hits that one high in the air, and that one's going to get caught by the shortstop. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for the Rams. Not the way you'd want to start the game, unfortunately. Now coming up to bat, this is going to be Whitaker.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Maddie Whitaker.
Second pitch goes. That one's going to get hit on the ground, stay foul. That one almost hit Whitaker in the feet. So McNaught looks dialed in so far here for Whitman-Hanson, even though it's only just been 2 pitches, but she's thrown 2 absolute dimes to start this game. Here's the pitch. Hits that one down the third base line, but that one's going to go just foul. So she's going to stay alive in the at-bat. So Whitaker stays alive here in the at-bat now. Down 2 strikes, trying to get a runner on base so Marshfield can get this game tied back up. McNaught sets. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a ball. That off-speed was very confusing to me. I thought that ball was going to be a lot faster, but that's why pitchers throw it, to throw the hitter off. So now I got a 1-2 count. Adams puts that one in the it's going to rip foul. That one's going to go over the fence, actually, and end up in the street. So we got a foul ball that didn't end up in the parking lot behind us for the first time ever, it looks like. Here comes the pitch. Barely fouls that one off, stays alive in the at-bat. So good discipline here at the plate from Whitaker to keep the at-bat going. Whitaker just looking to get on base here to get some sort of rally going here early for Marshfield. Here's the pitch. That pitch goes very low. Now the count's even up at 2-2. So great discipline at the plate from Whitaker. Staying alive in this at-bat, and this is all you really need to do when it comes to softball. Just stay alive, work the pitch count, and wait for your pitch. Here it goes. She's going to foul that. They're going to say she fouled that one off, actually. She thought that one hit her in the leg, so she thought she was going to get to take first. Now Whitaker's still alive in this count. 2-2 still. Here's the pitch from McNaught. Pitch goes. Pitch is very, very high. Now Whitaker's worked her into a full count in what I think is an 8-pitch at-bat now. So great plate discipline here from Whitaker. Let's see if she can get on. McNaught looks a little rattled, but she's still locked in. As that pitch goes high, and Whitaker's going to draw a walk and get on base. So our first full count of the day leads to a walk. Now Madison Whitaker is on first base safely. And now we've got Sarah McIntyre coming up, who hit the game-tying RBI in yesterday's match. You got the umpire cleaning home plate real quick before McIntyre steps into the box. Now here she is, the catcher. Got the Rams out of the inning with Hosen the Steeler at second base. Now let's see what she can do at the plate. I'm just going to call time here, I think. Looks like he's going to go see the pitcher at the mound. Not exactly sure what's going on here. Now catcher's going to go see her at the mound as well. Trying to see what the issue is here.
No idea. Did you remember to flush?
Yeah. Actually, it's open on the other side of the gate.
Oh, that's where I went. It was locked earlier.
Not exactly sure what happened here, but now McIntyre is going to start her at bat with a runner on first base. That pitch bounces off home plate and then into the catcher's glove for ball one. Now McIntyre on a 1-0 count here. McNaught got a very quick out to start the game, but then she let up a walk. Whitaker's playing with the idea of taking second base, and the infield's ready for it every single time. Catcher's ready to throw down the first baseline for the pickoff attempt. Here goes the pitch. That one's going to get called a strike, so now McIntyre's count is set at 2-1. McIntyre's going to hit that one on the ground. That one's going to go through the infield. Whitaker's going to stay there at second base, and McIntyre is going to reach first base successfully. So now Marshall has two runners on now, one in scoring position. Up for Sofia Blanco, the pitcher, who struggled in the first inning, but now let's see if she can make up for it with this at-bat. Blanco hit the walk-off yesterday after McIntyre drove in the tying run. So let's see what Blanco can do at the plate now.
Pitcher number 4, Sofia Blanco.
Here's the pitch from McNaught. That pitch goes high for ball one, I think. Hold on, let's wait and see what the scoreboard says. Oh, no, that is strike one. I couldn't tell what dugout was screaming there. Dom's got to be louder on his calls. Here's pitch number 2. Catcher's going to bobble that one, but she gets it in her non-glove hand. Now the count's going to be even 1-1. Blanco now in an even count. Here comes the pitch. That pitch is going to go at her feet, and it's going to be a wild pitch. Catcher's going to bobble it. Both runners are going to end up in scoring position now, as Whitaker makes it over to third base and McIntyre makes it over to second. Now Blanco has two runners in scoring position in a 2-1 count.
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
You're not on there. You had someone talking to you.
Now here comes the pitch. Blanco's going to foul that one off as that pitch was pretty low.
Hey, let's go. Let's do that, bro.
Yeah. You get the play-by-play going.
Blanco now in a 1-2 count, actually. Now here comes the pitch. That pitch goes very high. That's going to be ball 2. Counts back even at 2-2 now. Blanco has two runners in scoring position with only one out, seeing if she can drive both of them in. She's got to put bat to ball now. There's the pitch. That pitch goes low for ball 4, I guess. Scoreboard said otherwise. So now the bases are going to be loaded for Marshfield. So here comes Ava DeJoy up to bat, the 5-hole hitter. And now she's going to have the bases loaded with a chance to do some serious damage here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch from McNaught. DeJoy tries to put some power into that swing and misses that one a little early. Second pitch. DeJoy puts that one on the ground. That one's going to sneak past the infield. One run's going to score, but that's all we're going to get as productive ground out there from DeJoy as Marshfield gets their first run on the board. So Marshfield has 2 down now, and now here comes Peyton Kempton up to the plate.
Now batting number 21.
Kempton always seems to be a clutch hitter. Let's see what she can do now in this at-bat. Has two runners in scoring position, just has to put one in the infield. That ball's going to get hit on the line right to the shortstop. Going to throw her out. Marshall's only going to get one here in the bottom of the first inning, so your score after one is going to be 2-1 in favor of the Whitman-Hanson Panthers. Don't go anywhere. The Panthers will be back up to bat after this word from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. We are now in the top of the second inning as Marshall was able to get one run there in the bottom of the first, and now the Panthers are going to come back up to the plate with a 2-1 lead here at Marshall High School. Blanco having a rough day so far on the mound. She's going to look to bounce back and get a quick 1-2-3 here with the support from her teammates as they're going to get a quick mound visit before this inning starts. Blanco ready to go now.
Leading off the second inning, first base number 20, Caitlin Haggerty.
So now up to bat for Whitman-Hanson is number 20, Haggerty. Haggerty looking to keep that run going that Whitman-Hanson had going in the first inning. Marshall trying to prevent that as that one gets hit on the line onto the ground. That one's going to get past the third baseman and the shortstop, and that's going to be a leadoff single here for Whitman-Hanson. Now coming up to the plate, this is going to be number 10, Ashlyn McCampbell. Shout out McCampbell's father. He's sitting right in front of me. He's a good sport, great fan, rooting for both, supporting both teams. I won't say rooting for both teams, rooting for his Panthers. But he's a great gentleman. Just met him today. Blanco sets. Here's the first pitch. That pitch is going to go high. McIntyre was ready for the steal attempt there from Haggerty, but she doesn't run.
Come on.
Campbell sets.
There you go. There you go.
Blanco's going to fire that one in there for another ball. Here's the pitch from Blanco. I'm just going to say she went right there, so that's going to be a strike. Here's the pitch. McCampbell's going to be a little late there on that one. So that's going to be strike two. Counts even now after being up 2-0.
Come on.
That one's going to be outside. Count's going to be full now. Second full count here of the game.
Come on.
Blanco trying to get herself out of this hole, trying to get it out here on this pitch. Here it goes. Pitch goes in. McCampbell's going to be a little late on that one. She strikes out. So Blanco finally sees a batter get struck out. Might be the confidence boost she needs to continue dominating throughout this game. Here's the pitch. That pitch goes very high, but good catch there by McIntyre to prevent the wild pitch and getting the runner on second base. That ball's going to get hit on the ground, but that one's going to go foul. And that one hops the fence. Oh, wait. No, it didn't one-hop the fence. That somehow stayed in. It was a deceiving view. But up to bat now here for the Panthers. This is number 15, Cameron Walsh. Walsh in a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one gets hit high into the air, but that one's going to fall shallow. That one's going to get tracked down by the center fielder. That's Adams. So now Marshfield has two down here in the top of the first inning, trying to put the Panthers away without any damage dealt to this deficit.
Now batting center fielder, number 13, Taryn Leonard.
Now the orders turning around here for the Panthers. We got Leonard back up to bat. Leonard had leadoff base hit, and then she was able to get in for a run. That pitch goes low, but good frame in there from McIntyre to keep that one in front of her. Blanco having trouble finding the strike zone right now. Just a little rattled. She can get back in her groove real easily, though. Here's the pitch. That pitch gets smoked there by Leonard. That one's going to bounce in for a single, and that's all they're going to get. Now Whitman-Hanson's going to have runners on first and second, so Leonard's 2 for 2 on the day. Leonard was actually hitting off the tee right in front of me before the game started, and I thought all the balls were going to hit me right in the face, but they were getting hit up against the net, so I was safe from any softball breaking my jaw.
Miriam Flory.
She also leads the team in home runs.
And now shout out to Mr. McCampbell. Leonard also leads the team in home runs. So Marshfield just got unlucky she's kept them in the field because she has some serious power. Now to bat for the Panthers, we have the bunt master, Flory. As she hits that one on the line to Lanzillo. Lanzillo fields that one cleanly, whips it over to DeJoy and gets the out. So Marshfield able to avoid any damage to their deficit and come out of the inning with no change to the score. So Marshfield will be back up batting here in the bottom of the second. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. As Marshfield was able to survive that inning without any runs dealt to the deficit that they're in right now. So the score is going to remain 2-1 as Marshfield's bats are coming back up to the plate here. And Whitman-Hanson has, I believe that is McNaught on the mound. So one of the two McNaughts. There's two of them on the team. I think they're sisters. Sisters, cousins, either one. Now up to bat for the Rams. This is going to be number 25, Kate Zimmer.
Second base, number 25, Kate Zimmer.
Zimmer stepping up to the plate now, seeing what she can bring to the table, if she can get on base. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go very, very inside for ball one. Now it sets. Now she's in position for the second pitch. Here it goes. That pitch goes very, very high, but good catch there from the catcher. Now in a 2-1 count for Zimmer. Sorry, I play too much MLB The Show, and I was thinking about Jordan Zimmerman, the Nationals pitcher. This is Kate Zimmer. So Zimmer doing a good job working the count here now. The scoreboard hasn't updated the count yet, but I believe it's either 3-0 or 2-1. So now I think it is 3-1. The scoreboard says 2-1, but there's been more pitches thrown. Oh, so it is 3-1 count. They just updated it. And that pitch is going to fall down. That's going to be ball 4. Zimmer's going to reach first base successfully on the walk.
Now batting,
Zimmer's got some speed in her bag, so don't be surprised if she takes off. Now up to the plate, senior captain, left fielder Aubrey Finn, number 13. Finn has a lot of power on that bat, but she shows bunt here. Tries to put that one down fairly, but that one just squeaks back in behind home plate. So she's unable to advance her runner. Finn shows bunt again. She pulls back. Pitch gets dropped by the catcher, but keeps it in front of her to avoid the steal attempt. So they say Finn didn't pull back in time, so now she's going to be down 0-2, so the bunt opportunity is no longer there. Here's third pitch. Finn shows bunt. She does pull that one back in time, so now it's going to be a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Finn shows bunt again. 4 straight times Finn is showing bunt. That one's going to drop in for another ball, so that count's going to be even at 2-2.
Well, let's win the battle here. Let's go.
Zimmer is looking at second base like it's a juicy hamburger, and you just want to take a bite. But she's not going to go and steal there, as Finn's going to draw the walk. So I was bamboozled. The count was 3-1, not 2-2. So now Finn's going to reach base after after showing bunt 5 straight times. So good play discipline there from Aubrey Finn to get in the pitcher's head. Now up to the plate is number 18, the third baseman, Riley Lanzillo. Lanzillo's going to show bunt. Try to lay one down right there, but that one squeaks past her bat, so that's going to be strike 1. Lanzillo's dugout supporting her here in this at-bat. Whitman-Hanson ready for the bunt now. Lanzillo tries to smoke that one down the right field line, but she's going to miss contact on that. So now she's down 0-2 after trying to bunt 2 times in a row. Freddie loves the bunt. Now Lanzillo's just going to take this one seriously, going to smoke that one down the right field line. That's going to be a foul ball. So a good swing there from Lanzillo, just a little late on that one. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be low, so Lanzillo's going to get a ball on that one and stay alive in the at-bat with 2 runners on, no outs.
Go 1-1.
Here's the pitch from McNaught. That one's going to come towards me. I'm going to try and catch it. And that one deceived me a lot because that one landed in front of the dugout. Lanzillo's going to stay alive in the at-bat. First baseman can't make it over there in time to make the catch. Here's a pitch from McNaught. Lanzillo slides back on that one. That one's going to fall in for a ball. Now count's finally going to be even after what has felt like an eternity of waiting.
Let's get it here. Let's get it here.
Now McNaught's going to step up to the mound. Lanzillo in a 2-2 count. Lanzillo's going to swing through that one and strike out. So first batter's going to go down for Marshfield. Still has 2 runners on base. Now coming up, the order's going to flip around. Here comes Maddie Adams. Got to let David Snow get his PA first. Shout out to David. Great guy. Friend of MCM. Leadoff hitter Maddie Adams. She can get on base with the best of them. Going to foul that one off and hit it off her cleat. That's going to be strike 1.
All strikes here. All strikes now.
McNaught sets. Here goes the pitch. That pitch is going to be high for ball 1. Count's going to be even again at 1-1. McNaught, here comes the windup. Pitch goes in. That pitch is outside. That's going to be ball 2.
Dial it in. Dial it in. Come on here.
Here's next pitch. Maddie Adams hits that one high, but that one's going to go right to the center fielder. She's not going to lose that one in the sun. So now 2 quick outs here for the Rams with still 2 runners on base after having 2 runners on, no outs. McNaught is locked in and shut everything down so far. But now here comes Whitaker trying to knock these 2 runners in.
Nice.
That one's going to fall in for a strike as Whitaker watches that one blow by her. Second pitch from McNaught. Adams hits that one a million feet in the air. And it lands on the grass, doesn't make its way to the street. And now David Snow, the PA, taking a break from announcing, going over to get the ball. So shout out to David Snow showing the hustle.
Me too.
Here's the pitch from McNaught. Whitaker's going to hit that one into this field. Can't make the diving play. Whitaker's going to run over to second base with no one covering the bag. So that's going to be an RBI single there for Whitaker, and she's going to tie the game. Miscommunication there from the Panthers. There's 3 Panthers were over there to try and catch that ball, and none of them were able to come down with it. Now here comes Sarah McIntyre with 2 runners in scoring position. And if you know Sarah McIntyre, you know she loves RBIs. Going to try and knock in both of these runners here from Marshfield. Tries to put power on that swing and swings through that one just a little late. Down 0-1. Catcher has a lot of power. One time last season, I saw Sarah McIntyre hitting inside the park home run. So we know she's got crazy power. That pitch is going to get hit, and it's going to fall for a base hit for Sarah McIntyre. Whitaker's going to hold at third base because she knows the cannon that Leonard possesses out there in center field. So that's going to be an RBI single for Sarah McIntyre to give the Rams the lead 3-2. Now coming up to the plate for Marshfield is going to be the cleanup hitter, Sophia Blanco. Blanco pitching in this one as well as DHing, so she's basically in her Shohei Ohtani bag right now. Blanco's going to show bunt. Not going to work. McIntyre is going to go take second base. So now Blanco has 2 runners in scoring position, trying to drive both of these runners in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go low. So now Blanco's count's going to be 1-1, even here with 2 outs.
Go 1-1. Come on.
There's the pitch. That pitch goes very, very low into the dirt. Now count's going to be 2-1. Rams now have the lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Blanco up to bat, pitching in this one as well as DHing. Here's the pitch. That ball's going to get smoked into right field. McIntyre's going to round third base as well. Whitaker and McIntyre, and that's a 2 RBI single for Sophia Blanco to extend the lead to 5-2 in favor of the Rams. Good hitting there from Sophia Blanco. Now stepping up to the plate, it's going to be the 5-hitter, Ava DeJoy, first baseman here for Marshfield. Blanco getting ready to take off, it looks like. She wants a stolen base. And Blanco's going to go on the bunt attempt. And she's going to be out. Good hose there from the catcher. So Blanco's going to get the 2 RBI single, then she's going to get thrown out on the steal attempt as she actually poked second base out of the ground. Someone's going to need to go put that one back in. So Marshfield's going to get the lead back after a 4 spot in the second inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
And welcome back here to Marshfield High School, as what was a 2-1 game has now become a 5-2 game. Marshfield put up a nice 4-spot there in the bottom of the second inning, and now Sofia Blanco is going to look to hold that lead here in the top of the third inning. As up to bat here now for the Panthers, this is going to be the DH, Cassidy Briggs. First pitch from Blanco, that one's going to be very fast, and going to be very fast in for a strike. So good pitch there from Sofia Blanco to get the inning started. Second pitch. That one's going to get hit high up in the air in the shallow field. Whitaker's going to be under that. That's going to be the first out of the inning there. Good pitch from Sofia Blanco there to get soft contact off the bat and get Briggs to pop up.
Come on, Emmy.
Now up to bat here is the cleanup hitter, number 8, Amelia Cook, second baseman. So that first pitch is going to be in there for a ball. Here comes second pitch. That one's going to be in for a ball too, so now Cook is in a 2-0 count here. Blanco looking a little rattled. Trying to throw a strike on this one. That one is going to swing at that one, and that one somehow doesn't hit a car either. So windshields stay safe yet again here at Marshfield. No need to call safe light today. Counts now 2-1. Here's the pitch from Blanco. Cook's going to swing right through that one. Now strike 2. Counts even now. Good pitching here from Sofia Blanco to get out of that 2-0 count.
Come on, Emmy.
Third pitch. That one's going to get hit well. Going to go into shallow center field, but Adams is going to be there and make the sliding grab to get the second out of the inning. So good defensive play there from Maddie Adams.
Now batting pitcher number 11, Elizabeth McNaught.
Now here's the pitcher up here for Whitman-Hanson. This is going to be McNaught. McNaught having a solid day on the mound. That one's going to get ripped foul down the right field line. Good contact there. So McNaught going to be in an 0-1 count now. Blanco trying to get through this inning quickly. Her teammates in the dugout are all supporting her. There's the pitch. That's going to get hit on the ground. Lenzillo's going to bobble that one. So McNaught, the pitcher, is going to hit reach base successfully here on the single.
Now batting shortstop number 1, Emily McNaught.
Now here comes the other McNaught. This is Emily McNaught, the shortstop. That one's going to get ripped foul. And that one's going to hit the top of a car. First time a car's been hit all year here at the softball field, at least that I've seen. Doesn't look like it did any damage. But whoever drives that Subaru, I'm praying for you.
That's why it says no parking.
Yep. But you got to obey traffic laws. That one's going to get hit on the ground to Whitaker. They're going to get the force out at second base. So Marshall's only going to give up one hit there in the top of the third inning and survive without any runs allowed. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back for the bottom of the third here on MCM.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. We are now in the bottom of the third.
Number 15, Ava DeJoy.
Now coming back up to the plate is going to be Ava DeJoy. DeJoy's at-bat got spoiled after a failed steal attempt in the bottom of the second inning, but now DeJoy is going to step back up to the plate with an empty count, trying to do some damage. DeJoy's going to watch that first pitch go in for a strike.
Keep it going, one. Keep it going here.
Second pitch is going to be in there for a ball. DeJoy got the count even now. We got Kempton on deck. McNaught throwing a good game right now, trying to keep it rolling.
Nice.
That pitch is going to actually fall in for a ball. So the count's going to be 2-1 now for DeJoy. There's the pitch. DeJoy hits that one on the ground over to third baseman. Third baseman feels that one cleanly and throws her out at first. DeJoy frustrated with that one there. Thought she was going to reach safely.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 21, Peyton Kempton.
Now up to bat for Marshfield. Here's the DH, Peyton Kempton. Here's pitch one from McNaught. Kempton's going to rip that one on a line. That's going to get through the second baseman and the shortstop, so Kempton's going to reach base again today. Good hitting here from Peyton Kempton.
Now batting, second base, number 25, Kate Zimmer.
Now up to bat, here's the second baseman. This is Kate Zimmer. Zimmer, good contact hitter. Kempton thought about stealing there, but she pulls back. Zimmer got, Marshfield has one out here. Zimmer's gonna watch that one fall in for a strike. Count's gonna be evened up here at 1-1. Zimmer's going to show bunt. She's going to lay that one down cleanly. Zimmer's going to run,
Nice.
but she's not going to reach there safely. Great fielding there from the third baseman. I believe that's McCampbell. So shout out to her making two great defensive plays here in the bottom of the third inning. So now Kempton's going to be out there on second base. As my phone with the roster sheet falls, my apologies there if anyone heard the bang from the bleacher. So now Marshfield's going to have a runner in scoring position with two outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Now here comes senior captain Aubrey Finn, the left fielder, trying to add some more insurance to this lead for Marshfield to keep the momentum away from the Panthers. Finn's going to hit that one well. That one's going to get past the shortstop, and that one's going to be an RBI single for Aubrey Finn as Kempton rounds third base, and she gets home. Marshfield gets the lead to 6-2. Good hitting there from the captain Aubrey Finn to extend Marshfield's lead.
Now batting, third base, number 18, Riley Lanzillo.
Now up to bat is Riley Lanzillo, the third baseman. Gonna hit that one foul, gonna go a little to the left there. That one somehow ends up over there by the parents. Finn was ready to take off on that one.
Come on, girls. Let's hold them here. Come on.
Finn ready to fly as that ball goes into the dirt.
Baby. Nice scoop.
Good scoop there from the catcher.
Oh, they moved their car. They moved their car.
I'm just noticing now the car that was hit by a foul ball has actually moved their car now, so smart decision by them. So that pitch is going to fall in for a ball count now, 2-1 here for Lanzillo. McNaught trying to get out of here with no more damage dealt. She has a runner on first, though, but two outs as well. That pitch is going to be another ball, so counts now 3-1 here for Lanzillo. Lanzillo going to try and draw the walk, I assume. So that probably means McNaught's going to try and find the strike zone. Here's the pitch. That one gets smacked foul. That one definitely... I actually couldn't hear what that thing hit, so if someone's windshield broke, call SafeLight. Or Tiny & Sons Auto Glass, actually, a sponsor of Marshfield Community News. Check out Tiny & Sons today. That one's going to get hit foul, too. Watch your head. That might hit somebody. That one actually just goes into the grass. But shout out to this dad that was walking with his young son behind me, covering his head, putting his hands on the line. That's good parenting right there. And so still alive in this at-bat. She's going to rope that one into center field. That one's not going to get caught. Now Finn's going to make her way over to third base. What an absolute hose there from Leonard. And Lanzillo's going to get into second base safely. Leonard looked like she put her entire back into that one as she threw that one over to third base. Just couldn't quite catch up to Aubrey Finn. Now the order's going to turn around again. Here comes the third time through the order from Marshfield. As here comes Maddie Adams up to the plate, trying to get these two runners in to extend Marshfield's lead. That ball goes very far into the dirt, and Finn's going to make it home safely. So Adams didn't even have to swing the bat, but that's going to be another run here for the Rams, making the score 7-2. Now we have Lanzillo over there on third base, trying to get another run added to this lead. McNaught in a little bit of a slump here, trying to get out of it. As that one's going to come over to me, but it's going to go a little bit behind and hit off Furnace Brook. It actually landed directly behind me on the grass, if anyone was wondering. So now count's going to be 1-1 for Adams. Adams trying to drive in this runner on third base. Lanzillo, that's a spot she's very familiar with. As that one's going to get past the catcher, but Lanzillo's going to stay put over there at third. So good feeling there from the catcher to not let up another error run. Now count's going to be 3-1. Adams looking to draw a walk here. That one's going to fall in for a strike, so now the count's going to be full. McNaught just trying to get out of this inning without any more damage dealt than she's already had put up. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to get called strike 3, so Adams is going to go down looking. McNaught's going to get out of the jam after only allowing 2 runs that inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the start of the 4th inning here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. As Marshfield was able to put up 2 more runs to their lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Now we're going to enter the top of the 4th with the defense back out there and Blanco still out there on the mound. Blanco going to try and get another quick 1-2-3 to keep this game going.
Leading off the 4th inning, first base, number 20, Caitlin Haggerty.
So now up to bat for Whitman-Hanson. This is going to be Haggerty. First pitch going to go in there for a strike for Blanco. Blanco already getting her groove back. Here's second pitch there from Blanco. That pitch is going to get hit on the line. Great fielding play there from Whitaker. Throws her out there at first. Good scoop there from Ava DeJoy to get the out. Unbelievable defense there from the Rams.
All right, 1-0, come on.
Now batting third base, number 10, Ashlyn McCampbell.
Yeah.
Now up to bat for the Panthers. This is going to be McCampbell. Here's the first pitch. That pitch is going to go a little inside, and that's going to be ball one.
Come on, kid. Come on. Over your head.
That pitch is going to go into the grass behind us for a foul ball. It's going to be strike one.
Way too high. That's why I went over her head and popped up. Come on, Ash. There you go. Stay off them. Come on, we'll have a day.
Now count's going to be 2-1 here for McCampbell. McCampbell's going to swing a little late at that one. That's going to be strike two. Blanco has the count, even going to try and get the punch out here as McCampbell puts that ball in the air. The outfield's going to try and track that one down. Adams is able to get underneath that one and get the out, so that's going to be two quick ones here for the Rams in the top of the fourth inning, trying to get back up to the plate.
Now batting left fielder, number 15, Cameron Walsh.
Now here's Cameron Walsh up to the plate. As that first pitch there by Blanco is going to go a little high for ball one. That pitch is going to get fouled off there. Count's going to be 1-1 now.
Maybe the refresher would do a good. I know, maybe she's the one who plays the field goal. Yeah. It's good.
Here's the pitch.
Get an A call mid-game.
Good eye there from Walsh, able to get the second ball called there.
Let's hope not.
There's a pitch. Walsh swings through that one. Good off speed there from Sofia Blanco, making her think fastball.
They'll do a practice and like, yeah, hit the ball into the net. I'm like,
that pitch is going to go low, so now Blanco's going to load up the count. 3-2. Whitman-Hanson wanted her to try and draw the walk here. Blanco going to try and put this one in the strike zone. Going to roll over on the ground. Lanzillo fields that one. That's going to be a 1-2-3 for Sofia Blanco. She's able to go yet another scoreless inning after giving up two early in the first. Don't go anywhere. Marshall's going to be right back here up to bat in the bottom of the fourth.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. As Marshfield was able to get a 1-2-3 inning there in the top of the fourth, now Marshfield's going to try and extend this lead even more and maybe go for the mercy rule here, even though they're only up by 5 now, so they're going to need a 5 spot here in the bottom of the fourth to make that happen. So we'll see what the bats can do. As Whitman-Hanson's still just getting warm.
Now pitching for Whitman-Hanson, number 6, Aliana Loring.
So now
shortstop number 2, Maddie Whitaker.
Now we have a new pitcher into the game for Whitman-Hanson. That's Lori. And Whitaker is going to be up at the plate. Good contact hitter. Whitaker got an RBI earlier in the game, I believe. So now she's going to try and keep that going. Whitaker's going to let that first pitch go for a ball. Here's the second pitch. Whitaker's going to swing at that one. That one's going to be low, so now count's going to be even at 1-1. Whitaker's going to hit that one down the left field line. She's going to look to rounds. First base, no, now she's going to retreat back to first. So that's going to be a single there for Whitaker. So good hitting there from Whitaker to stay alive in the at-bat and get the leadoff hit with a runner on first base. So now stepping up to the plate is going to be Sarah McIntyre. McIntyre drove in the lead-taking run earlier in the game. Now we're going to see if she can add some insurance to this lead for Marshfield. So that first pitch there is going to be a strike for Marshfield. McIntyre's going to hit that one good into center field, but Leonard's going to track that one down, so that's going to be a lineup for Sarah McIntyre. Still going to have Whitaker there on first base, though.
Now batting pitcher number 4, Sofia Blanco.
So now up to the plate, here comes Sofia Blanco. Blanco drove in 2 big insurance runs last inning. She's going to try and see if she can get another one here with Whitaker there on first base. Lonning trying to keep Marshfield scoreless here, coming in out of the bullpen. We saw her warming up behind us. Now looking to see what she can do here. Here's the pitch. Hits that one up. That one is going to stay in the field. It's a very deceiving look. You always think that ball is going to come and hit you if you're sitting here in the bleacher. But that one stays in play. Now Blanco's still alive in this at-bat after swinging there at the first pitch, getting for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Blanco hit that one on the ground. That one's going to just go foul. So now Blanco going to be in a 0-2 count. Blanco out of the box, practicing her swing. Now she's going to step back into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. That one's going to fall out of the catcher's hand. And Whitaker's going to be in safe at second base on the steal attempt. So she tried the off-speed pitch to get Blanco to strike out. Didn't work. And now Whitaker's into scoring position to avoid the double play. There's the pitch. Blanco rips that one through the infield. Freddie's going to tell her to hold at third base. So now Marshfield's going to have runners on the corner, so you got to assume that Blanco's going to want to steal here just to get the double runners in scoring position. As Ava DeJoy is going to come back up, using a red bat this time.
First base, number 15, Ava DeJoy.
No, sorry, why?
Now, don't know what we're waiting on here. But Lonning's waiting to throw the pitch. Now she sets. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Blanco's going to take off. Thought she was going to get thrown out. Catcher didn't even attempt, so now Blanco's going to be into second base safely on the steal. DeJoy only has 1 out here. Has 2 runners in scoring position. Going to try and drive both of them in. Looking to hit the ball into one of those gaps. As Ball goes down the line, foul there for the Joy. The Joy's going to stay alive in the at-bat. Count's going to be 1-1. Here's the pitch. Great pitch there from Lonnie to get that one in there for strike 2. That one was an absolute dot. There's the pitch. The Joy smokes that one over to the shortstop. That's going to be an RBI single, but if the shortstop makes an error, it's going to be 2 RBIs. So Sofia Blanco is going to get home now on the error there from the shortstop, and DeJoy is going to be up at second, standing up. So now Marshfield's got the lead up to 9-2.
Now batting, designated hitter number 21, Peyton Kempton.
Now up to bat is going to be the DH from Marshall, Peyton Kempton. Kempton can put a ball pretty much anywhere into the field as long as it's in play. So here's the pitch. Kempton's going to watch that one fall in for a ball.
Hey girls. Anyone?
That one's going to fall in for a strike. Kempton's count is now even at 1-1. Kempton's going to be super early on that off-speed pitch, and she's going to miss that one for a strike. So good pitch in there from Lonning. That one's going to fall in for a ball. Good discipline there at the plate from Kempton. His pitch. And Kempton's going to watch that one fall in for a strike, so she's going to strike out looking. That's the second backwards K of the day here for Whitman-Hanson.
Now batting, second base, number 25, Kate Zimmer.
Now up to bat, this is the second baseman, Kate Zimmer, trying to get Marshfield into a double-digit run total. Second pitch, that's going to be a ball as well, so now count's going to be 2-0.
They're not thinking about us.
That pitch is going to go in there for a strike. Count's now going to be 2-1 for Zimmer. His pitch. Zimmer's going to smoke that one over to the second baseman. Second baseman bobbles it, and it's going to be an error. Zimmer's going to make it safe, and now DeJoy's going to round third and go home. There's going to be an RBI there for Zimmer, I believe, unless Fielder's going to call that just an error. But DeJoy's going to come home, and that's going to be another run there for the Rams.
Now batting, left fielder number 13, Aubrey Finn.
Rams now on top, 10-2. Finn's gonna rip that one super foul, almost hits the dugout. So that's gonna be strike 1. Rams now up 10-2 here in the inning. That one is going to be called a... Scoreboard hasn't updated yet, so I'm going to assume that was a ball. Yep, it was. 1-1 count here for Finn. Here's the pitch. That one's very deep into the dirt. Now, Whitman-Hanson got 2 outs. Just need one more to get out of this inning alive and potentially avoid the mercy rule. Lonning sets. Here's the pitch. That one goes low too. So now Finn, after being down 0-1, is up 3-1 now in the count. Trying to get on base here for another walk. Here's the pitch. That one's low. That's going to be ball 4. Finn's going to reach on a walk. Zimmer's going to move over to second base.
Now batting third base, number 18, O'Reilly Lanzillo.
Now up to bat third baseman Riley Lanzillo. Lanzillo trying to put the icing on the cake here as she's very early on that pitch. Good pitch, good off-speed pitch there from Lawton, but that one's just going to miss the zone. That pitch is going to fall in there for a strike. Now Lanzillo down 1-2. Whitman-Hanson now 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Lanzillo is going to swing at that curveball in the dirt, but the catcher's going to bobble it. Doesn't matter. Throws Lanzillo out at first base. So Marshall's going to add a little bit more to their lead, getting the score up to 10-2 as we enter the top of the 5th inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Marshall Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
So now Marshall's going to try and get through these last few innings here to end this game with their 10-2 lead.
Now playing first base for Marshfield, number 12, Caroline Arruda.
Going down that street and take a right.
Now up to bat, it's going to be the leadoff batter for Whitman-Hanson. That's going to be Leonard. Leonard leads his team in home runs, and she's an absolute elite outfielder, gold glove worthy, has an absolute hose. Now, not sure what's going on there at home plate with the umpire. But if anybody was wondering that's going to watch Celtics tonight, Sam Hauser is going to be playing now. Back from his ankle injury he suffered in, I think, game 1. I'm still not ready to go. I don't know what's going on here.
Leading off the fifth inning, number 13, center fielder Taryn Leonard.
Come on. Come on, Sharon.
All right, now we're ready to go. Leonard's going to step up to the dish now, I think. Unless they're just not. They're still waiting. Don't know what's going on here. The ump's trying to make it all about him. All right, now Blanco's going to deal. That pitch is going to go very high. So, ball one. Here comes second pitch from Blanco. That one's going to fall in for a strike. Good pitch there. 1-1 count here for Leonard. Whitman-Hanson hoping for a bomb here from Leonard, as that one's going to actually come over to us, but going to go right over the bleacher, and that one's going to hit Furnace Brook. As I think I just lost my cell phone, which that kind of sucks, because I had all the rosters on there.
I'll take it.
So I might not have the rosters for a little bit. I might have to get that back after the game, I think. Yep, it definitely fell under the bleacher. That is very unfortunate. Oh, what a gentleman. One of the Whitman-Hanson fans is grabbing it for me. Great guy. Shout out to him. What's your name, man?
Owen.
Shout out to Owen from Whitman-Hanson. He's a great guy. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Miriam Fleury.
So yeah, big shout out to Owen there, catching the cell phone. The foul ball scared me. I thought I was going to get hit.
Another one, watch it. Oh,
Now here comes the bunt master. That one almost hit me right in the head. That was closer than the last one. I feel like they're targeting me right now.
Here we go, MJ!
So Fleury's going to be down 0-1 now in the count. That one sounded like it hit the bat from over here, actually, on the check swing. But yeah, they're going to call it for a strike.
Can we watch this tomorrow on Market Before the Bells?
I don't know about Before the Bells, but you can watch it on YouTube, like, right after the game.
I only want to see if it's on.
And she strikes out, so Fleury goes down.
Now batting, designated hitter number 2, Cassidy Briggs.
Now up to bat is a 3-hole hitter. This is Briggs, the DH. Blanco trying to get another 1-2-3 today. As Briggs lets that one go by for a ball. Second pitch goes. That one gets popped up into the air. That one's going into shallow left field, but Aubrey Finn makes the sliding grab. What a play there from the senior captain, Aubrey Finn, to save a hit and get out of the 5th inning without any more runs dealt to the lead. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
We're back here at Marshfield High School. Marshfield heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. Going to try and get 2 more runs to end this game, potentially by mercy rule. And per the GOAT, Owen, he wanted me to give a special shout out to his cousin, Steven Adams, who's a Marshfield student. So shout out to Steven.
Hello, Steven.
Hope you're doing good in your academics, kid. So now, up to bat is going to be the leadoff batter. This is going to be Maddie Adams, the freshman from Marshfield.
I know, we let him know.
Now Whitman-Hanson ready to take the field again.
So funny.
Whitman-Hanson's going to meet at the mound. Now they're coming out. Lawning is going to be back there on the mound.
Now batting center fielder, number 3, Matty Adams.
Adams up to the plate, so now Marshall's got the top of the order in the bottom of the 5th inning now. That's going to be a ball there on the first pitch. Good discipline at the plate there from Matty Adams. Adams is going to hit that one over to the third baseman. Good play there from McCampbell, getting the first out of the inning. Adams couldn't beat that one out, so good defense there from the Panthers.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Matty Whitaker.
Now up to bat, number 2, shortstop Whitaker. Whitaker's made some good defensive plays here today, saved some hits. Let's see if she can get a hit. That first pitch is going to be a ball. 1-0 count here. Whitaker is going to be super early on that one, as that one's going to fly back foul. Doesn't hit a car, though, so the dealerships are saved. But, hey, if your car does get dented, make sure you go to Tiny & Sons Auto Glass, proud sponsor of Marshfield Community Media. We love everything they do for us and everything they do for the people in town. Here's the pitch by Lawning. That one's low. Whitaker gets the count to 2-1 now. Whitaker pops that one up into the air. McCampbell's going to be under that, so 2 quick outs here for the Rams and their first 2 batters in the order.
Now batting catcher,
So
number 7,
Marshall down to their last
Sarah
out.
McIntyre.
Here comes the catcher, Sarah McIntyre, up to the plate. That one's going to get popped up into the air. Second pitch. McIntyre smacks that one into center field, but Leonard's going to track that one down, so that's going to be a quick 1-2-3 there from Marshfield. 3 batters up, 3 batters down. Good pitching there from Lawning. We'll be right back here for the top of the 6th inning.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School after a very, very quick bottom of the 5th inning. Now we're here in the top of the 6th. Probably going to see the Marshfield batters one more time, but we're going to see the defense a little bit more. Sofia Blanco is still in the game through 6 innings. After allowing 2 runs in the first, she's been able to pitch 4 shutout innings, looking for her 5th one right here.
started. Except in the wave. I think it started off. Dude, she had to lead off doubles. Yeah, time out.
Leading off the sixth inning, pitcher number 8, Amelia Cook.
Come on, Emmy.
Now leading off for the Panthers, this is going to be the cleanup hitter, Amelia Cook. Cook catching here today. She's done a good job behind the plate. First pitch in there for Blanco is going to be a ball.
Not at all.
Second pitch, that one's going to get hit on the ground over to Whitaker. Ruda's going to cover the bag. That's going to be out number 1. 2 pitches, 1 out there for the Rams as they get the first out of the 6th inning.
Now batting pitcher number 6, Elena Loring.
Now up to bat. This is going to be number 6. I believe that is, give me 1 second. Number 6, that is Lonning. That is the pitcher who we just saw have an amazing bottom of the 5th. And she's going to miss that pitch right there. She's going to go down 0-2 real quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Third pitch. That's going to be a strike. McIntyre's behind the dish. Blanco strikes her out there on that one, so that's going to be 2 quick outs here for the Rams, trying to get back up to the bats.
Now batting number 9, Abigail Norton.
Here's the pitch from Blanco. That one's going to get hit on the ground. Lenzo is going to field that one cleanly, whip it over to Aruda. That's going to be 3 up, 3 down there for Sofia Blanco as she gets out of the 6th inning with another scoreless outing. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here for the bottom of the 6th inning here on Marshall Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the bottom of the 6th inning. Sofia Blanco was able to get Marshfield out of the 6th with a very quick 1-2-3, and now she's going to be up here at the plate after a solid pitching inning, trying to get more runs added to this Rams lead. Here's the pitch. Blanco hits that one up in the air. That one is going to be not caught by the first baseman, so that's going to be an error. Blanco's going to reach safely.
It's all right, Caitlin. It's all right. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Now up to the plate. This is going to be the pinch fielder. Also pinch hitting for Ava DeJoy. This is going to be number 12, Carolina Ruda. Normally pitching, but today she's playing first place, the big lefty. Hopefully has some power in that bat. Love to see a 2-run shot right here. His pitch. Scoreboard hasn't updated, but I believe that was a strike. Here's the second pitch. That one's going to fall in for a ball. I believe the count's 1-1. Scoreboard hasn't updated yet. Yes, the count is 1-1. Here's the pitch from Lawning. Here it comes. Ruda leans over at that one but pulls back. Count's going to be 2-1 now. That one's going to be low. His pitch. Aruda smacks that one into center field. Leonard's going to track that one down, but it gets over her head. So now Aruda has almost caught up to Sofia Blanco. Blanco's going to get into third base safely. Carolina Aruda is going to have a stand-up double as she absolutely smoked that ball. So now Marshall's going to have 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As stepping up to the plate, this is going to be a pinch hitter. This is going to be Lily Newman. Newman, great contact hitter, great at driving in runs too. Freddie's coming over to talk to her and the ump.
Pinch hitting number 23, Lily Newman.
Newman trying to drive in these 2 runners here. Here's the pitch. That one is going to squeak all the way into the dirt. Doesn't even reach home plate through the air. His pitch. That one's going to fall, but good frame in there from the catcher to avoid that one escaping her. Aruda's ready to fly. So is Blanco, trying to get in these runs to make this lead double digits. Newman's going to pop that one up into shallow right field. That one's going to fall for a base hit. Blanco's going to score. Aruda's going to round third, and she's going to score 2, making this a 12-2 game. Ball's going to get bobbled by the pitcher, and now Newman's going to be into second, safely standing up.
Now batting second base, number 25, Kate Zimmer.
Now Whitman-Hanson going to have a mound visit here. See what they can do to stop the bleeding, as Zimmer's going to be waiting to take her at bat. Score now for Marshfield, 12-2. Have that 10-run lead now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Outfielders are meeting up as well, and Zimmer's just standing there on second base. Not Zimmer, Newman. Zimmer's up at the plate. Mound visit is ended. First base coach is getting back to first for Marshfield. That's some good running there by him. Freddie's over there at third with his awesome mustache, as always. And now Zimmer's stepping into the box to see if they can keep this rally going. Still no outs here for Marshfield. That pitch is going to fall in there for a strike. Good pitch in there from Lawning. Here's the pitch. Zimmer going to rip that one foul down the third base line. Now she's going to be down 0-2 in the count.
Let's get her here. Let's get her here. Come on.
Zimmer down 0-2, trying not to strike out here. Lonnie's going to set. Here goes the pitch. She fires it. That one's going to get hit right over to the shortstop. And Zimmer's going to be out there on the ground out. Good play there from short. Newman was thinking about going to third there, but Freddie told her to just hold up.
Left fielder, number 13, Aubrey Finn.
Now here comes senior captain Aubrey Finn, who had an unbelievable catch earlier in the game. Now she's going to see if she can put some more runs on the board. That pitch is very low, but Finn's swinging through it. That's going to be strike one. I heard Finn just recently committed to Bridgewater State the other day. So congratulations to her, and shout out to Charlie Finn, one of the boys basketball varsity coaches here at Marshfield. Shout out to Tyler Finn, also a great guy. As Finn's going to smack that one into the infield, that's going to be a single. Freddie's going to tell Newman to hold up over there at third, and Finn's going to be in there for a single with one out. Got runners on the corners now here. Lanzillo's coming up to the plate. You got to assume Finn's looking to take second base.
Now batting third base, number 18, Riley Lanzillo.
Second base is probably looking as delicious as the perfect bite to any meal right now in Finn's eyes. So I would expect her to just take off here. I know I would if I was on first. Finn stays put. Not going to go anywhere there. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be up there for a ball, I believe.
Right.
Oh, it was a strike. The scoreboard guy's confusing me. Lanzillo's going to hit that one on the ground softly. And she's going to get thrown out at first, but that's going to be a sacrifice ground out there from Riley Lanzillo. She's going to bring in another run, making the score 13-2 in favor of the Rams. So now Marshall has a runner on second base with the order turning around again. Here comes Maddie Adams. Seeing what she can do here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dugout all cheering her on. That one's going to be low. That's going to be a ball.
You don't feel off. I'll get there, don't worry. Give me, in the summer, color of,
Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be low. Now we're in a 3-0 count here. Adams doing a good job staying patient here at the plate. Has Lonning rattled here. Lonning can't find the strike zone right now, so you got to assume she's going to throw a meatball on this one. Adams obeys the rule right there. Doesn't swing at that one. That one's just going to get called a strike. That one's going to get popped up. That one. First baseman's not going to get to that one. Loses it in the sun. That one's going to fall for a foul ball. Now Adams is in a full count here. Adams looking to keep this inning going. Here's the pitch. Hits that one foul back over to her dugout. Staying alive in the at-bat. Still 3-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
let's get out of this. Come on. You never say that. You never say that. You don't know. Okay, I'll find out.
His pitch. That one's going to be a ball. Adams is going to reach base successfully on a walk here.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Maddie Whitaker.
Whitaker up to the plate now as 2 runners on base. Watch that one fall in for a ball. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 13-2 ball game. His pitch. That one's going to fall in for another ball there. Good eye by Whitaker. Whitaker's had a good game both at the plate and in the field, making some great defensive plays over at shortstop. Here's the pitch. She's going to swing at that one. That's going to be strike one. Here's the pitch. Whitaker's going to jump back at that. That's going to be ball 3. Now count's going to be 3-1.
Don't let her get away. Come on. Get out of fire. Get out of fire. Come on.
Here's the pitch. That one goes foul as Finn was ready to fly on that hit. Now we're in back-to-back full counts now. As Whitaker's still alive here at the plate. 13-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th. That one's going to get popped up, but that one's going to head over to the lacrosse practice. So I hope the girls lacrosse team can get that ball back here for the softball team. So Adam's still alive here in this at-bat in a 3-2 count. As she's just waiting for her pitch to try and bring these 2 runners in that are on base. And that one's going to fall in for our ball. So now Whitman-Hanson got 2 quick outs, but now we have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, 13-2 is your score. And I just want to say, if you're still with us here, shout out to all the parents and family members watching. I'm sure your athlete is doing great that you're supporting here on the stream if you couldn't be here at the game with us today. So shout out to you for listening. Now here comes the queen of RBIs, Sarah McIntyre, looking to drive in all 3 of these runners to just put the icing on the cake in this game. Here's the pitch from Lawning. That one's going to go into the dirt for a ball. Lawning waiting to set, deciding what pitch to throw, waiting to get the signal from her catcher. There's the pitch. McIntyre, that one was a little high, but she hacked at it and fouled that one back.
Home, right? What's it, in over tomorrow?
Here's a pitch from Lawning. That one's going to fall in for a strike, so McIntyre now down 1-2. Here's the pitch. McIntyre pops that one up into shallow right field, and that one's going to fall for a base hit. She's going to bring home Aubrey Finn. And after that hit from McIntyre, I believe the ump's going to call the game. So your final score in this game is going to be 14-2 in favor of the Marshfield Rams. They're going to call it in the bottom of the 6th inning due to mercy rule. So that's going to be your score. Marshfield's going to pick up, I believe, their 12th win of the season. So the Rams are going to keep on rolling, going to climb the rankings with this one, I believe. So thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys tomorrow for, I believe, Boys Across. I'll be on the microphone along with Andrew Youngworth. Today we had Shayla Tran on the camera and Ivana Osborne back in the studio. Thank you so much for listening to us, and good night.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
And ABC and LTC Insurance Agency. ABC and LTC Insurance Agency offers clients the best competitive premiums for their insurance needs. From homeowners insurance to auto insurance to business insurance, we handle it all. Based right here in Marshfield, we find people who are looking to save on their insurance rates and make sure they are covered properly and thoroughly in the event of a claim.